E.N.D here. Edge of Eternities is a set like no other. Inspired by modern space operas, it takes us to unexplored planets, introduces us to alien civilizations, mysterious artifacts, and powerful spacecrafts. Every iconic space opera like Star Wars, Star Trek, and many others features legendary spacecrafts, but a ship alone means nothing without a crew to command it. And Edge of Eternities introduces us the perfect mechanic to bring this concept to life: Station. Station is a keyword ability introduced as set in Edge of Eternities. It enables the spacecraft artifact type. It allows spacecraft to become artifact creatures once a set threshold of charge counters is placed on them. When you station, you tap another creature you control and put charge counters equal to its power on a spacecraft. Station can only be used at sorcery speed. But how do you play spacecraft and station? Let's build our battlefield and let's cast the Seirima. The Seirima for 1 and 2 white. 5/5. 7 plus charge counters becomes an artifact creature with flying. Other tapped legendary creatures you control have indestructible. This Seirima, it's a normal artifact spacecraft spell. Therefore when casted, it will go on the stack. There can be a counter, there can be a response, nothing happens, and this Seirima will hit the battlefield. Scenario 1. Station using 1 creature. To station this Seirima, you need to tap another creature you control and then you put charge counters equal to its power. It becomes an artifact creature when you have 7 plus charge counters. Zahur Glory Past, it's a 3/2. Therefore, I will tap Zahur. And then I will put 3 charge counters on my Seirima. You can station only at sorcery speed. Therefore, during your main phases. It's my turn again, therefore I'm going to untap Zahur. This time I'm going to put a Kori Steel Cutter on my Zahur. My Zahur now it's a 4/4. I'm going to tap again and station 4 charge counters on my Seirima. As my Seirima has 7 charge counters, it becomes an artifact creature 5/5 with flying. Other tapped legendary creatures I control have indestructible. Scenario 2. Station using a big creature. On my battlefield I have Gizat Sun's Avatar, a 7/6. I'm going to use it to station my Seirima. I'm going to tap. It's a 7/6, therefore I will put 7 charge counters on my Seirima. As my Seirima has 7 charge counters, it becomes immediately an artifact creature, a 5/5 with flying. Other tapped legendary creatures you control have indestructible. Scenario 3. Station using a very big creature. On my battlefield I have World Spine Worm, a 15/15. I'm going to use it to station my Seirima. I'm going to tap it. I'm going to put 15 charge counters on my Seirima. My Seirima has 7 plus charge counters, 15 to be precisely. Therefore, it becomes an artifact creature, a 5/5 with flying. Other tapped legendary creatures you control have indestructible. Scenario 4. Station using more than 1 creature. On my battlefield I have Ishtola and Terra. Ishtola it's a 3/5. Terra is a 4/2. Therefore, I'm going to use these 2 creatures to station my Seirima. I'm going to tap. And I'm going to put 3 charge counters on my Seirima and 4 charge counters on my Seirima. Again, as my Seirima has 7 plus charge counters, it becomes an artifact creature, 5/5 with flying. Other tapped legendary creatures you control have indestructible. Scenario 5. Remove charge counters. If an opponent manages to trigger one of Glissa Sunslayer ability and removes up to 3 charge counters from target permanent, let's say they target this Seirima, Seirima will go back to be an artifact. Some notes. Station is very similar to crew and saddle, but once your spacecraft is stationed, it will remain an artifact creature until the counters are removed. You can add counters as much as you want, not only the number of counters needed to station. Station can only be used at sorcery speed, therefore during your main phases. Last but not least, Starting with Edge of Eternities, legendary spacecraft and legendary vehicles will be eligible to be played as your commander, a very important rule change. So that's how you play spacecraft and station. I believe spacecraft and station will be very important in Edge of Eternities. Leave me a comment below. What do you think about this new artifact type and new mechanic? And as always, subscription button says subscribe for my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible. Liliana.